And we're live.
Woohoo.
Yes. Our very first live stream on our channel.
Oh, it's surreal.
It's not as exciting as I thought it was going to be.
No, I thought I would be somewhat tingly, but the tingles have yet to come.
Okay, sorry. You there?
Uh-huh.
All right. So the YouTube side, because I have the YouTube in the background, started playing.
Mm.
Very, very rusty. Anyways,
Okay,
how?
that just excited me. I just got the alert for our stream.
Oh, that's exciting.
I did get a notification.
That's cool. You should screenshot it.
Probably will, because I'm lame like that.
Nothing wrong with it. Being a little sentimental.
Mm.
So, how was Easter?
Not bad. Did Easter things, I guess.
Hey, Tupac. Thank you for coming in.
Oh, hey, Pac.
Hey,
And
Tone.
Tone.
I hope y'all had a wonderful Easter.
If you're into that kind of thing.
Dude, this whole day, it's been a fucking crazy mess.
Hey, Ghost.
Hey, Ghost. So the day starts out with, well, first, let me just back up and tell you, because I didn't get a chance to tell you last night.
Mm.
When I got that phone call about my nephew being in the hospital, I went tunnel vision, right?
Mm.
And I'm like, I got to get there. So I fucking speed up there. I get there and I have to go in through the emergency room. So I go in through the emergency room. I'm not looking around. I'm going straight to the desk because I've got a kid. He's not a kid. He's a grown man, but he's still a kid to me. I
Right.
got to get to him. This little motherfucker, this little security guard motherfucker who comes up to my fucking nose, like he made me feel big. I'm 5'2". And he's like, "Excuse me, ma'am." And he fucking offended me. I was fucking offended. I'm like, "Who the fuck are you, you little troll?"
You got mammed.
And then he's asking for my ID and he needs me to wear a mask. And I'm like, I'm flustered. I've got tunnel vision. I'm like, get the fuck up out of my way, you fucking little bit. Like, you little leprechaun motherfucker with your little red hair. Go away.
Oh my God.
But I gave him my ID and like he kept asking me questions. I'm like, dude, I don't know. I don't know. Like, shut the fuck up and let me go. This is the name of the kid. This is where I need to be. Why are you asking me all these questions?
Right.
So yes. Hi, Mr. Righty. Good to see you. So, ended up not being able to, take him home. He's okay. He had to have emergency surgery, blah, blah, blah. This morning, bright and fucking early, I have to get up, run to the hospital, and get him. And we're good. Good night, Pot.
Night, Pac.
And we're trying to get him out. And then, and I've got this big ass. I've got a 9-pound ham, and I've got fucking food to cook because I couldn't cook it last night because I was fucking with this shit. And so I get him home, and he's like, "Aunt Jenny, can you please go get my medicine?" I'm like, "Yes," because he didn't have a car. I had to go fuck with Walgreens, and then where he lives, you can't just park wherever. Like, you have to park in guest parking, or they will tow your ass. Like, they're like parking spot Nazis.
Oh, fun.
Yeah. So my little ass is having to bring in his meds, plus the case of water, plus the fucking liters of fucking applesauce or apple juice, whatever the fuck it was. It was eventful.
Sounds it.
Yeah, when I finally got home and I was just started throwing shit together, trying to get food made and put the ham on, and I cheated on my pasta salad and I lied to my kid about it.
How does one cheat a pasta salad?
I know. I'm fucking pitiful, dude. So, they have the box pasta salads?
Yeah.
You just cook the noodles and mix the shit together.
Right.
So that's what I did. But since we had pizza, the baby had pizza yesterday. I said the baby, she's 9. I had leftover bell peppers and olives and mushrooms and all that shit. And so I threw all that shit in there and mixed it all up. And I told her, my daughter was like, "Oh my God," my oldest. She's like, "Mom, it's so good. This is delicious." I'm like, "Thanks." And so she wanted to know how to make it. And I was like, "I'm not giving you my secrets. Like, this is from scratch." Like,
Uh,
yeah. Yeah.
So you doctored a box salad and it was the best they've ever had.
Apparently.
Well, now you know for the future and save yourself a few steps.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's how I'm going to do it.
Nice.
I cheated.
Yeah, my day was thoroughly uneventful. It only got good about 10 minutes ago when I was sitting on my couch and I hear, "You fucking junkie whore," and slamming. So, I do what any good concerned neighbor does. And I shut off all my lights and I posted up in my window to watch the girl fight.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
What became of that?
There's a lot of hair pulling and you know how girls fight.
Yeah.
Mm. Ironically enough, not the couple that usually fist fights out front.
Huh.
This was a whole new one, so it was all fresh and exciting.
Nice. Did the
Mm.
popos roll up?
No, one got into a car and sped away. I mean, they might have shown up later, but nah.
Oh, boo.
Yeah.
Boo.
I don't know. Mm.
So are you going to be off tomorrow? Or are you going to like get to chill or you have to work?
No, I'm off tomorrow. But like an asshole, I told my friend I would bring his cat to the vet.
Mm-hmm.
And naturally, on the day of the week I get to sleep in, he makes it for the very first appointment of the day.
Mm-mm.
Uh-huh.
That's so rude.
I know. He's just lucky I like cats more than people.
Yeah. Absolutely. I will be at work.
Mm.
I'm very excited about it. Can you tell?
It is radiating off of you.
Yeah. I'm so done with that place. Like
And
the lady that he brought in, I don't know if I told you, but
mm-mm.
she is a whole like 70 years old. And it gets high anxiety like real fast and like starts just being a bitch.
Uh-huh.
And she's a Trump tard. And some people like Trump, some people like Biden, whatever, but then you have the retards. I'm sorry, that was not
Right.
a nice word. I shouldn't have said that word. You have the dumb fucks that take it to a
Mm.
whole nother level. And that's her.
Mm.
And so it's very difficult to work with her.
Yeah, see, that's why I'm by myself.
Yeah, I wish. I think I would do great working alone. Maybe too great. It gets to be too much, man.
Yeah, I tried doing the whole working with the public stuff, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm not good at peopling because
I'm losing it. I'm losing my people skills.
yeah, I've never really been able to like put on that company smile and have a customer service voice.
Mm-hmm.
Because I mean, you see how I am on the internet.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I am with everyone around me.
I believe you.
Yeah.
Hey, Hub. Yep, Mr. Reddy, I get you. Well, I was even talking to the nurses last night, and we were talking about how patients have become more aggressive and the doctors have been more distant. And, she was saying the administration in the hospital is just fucking insanely ridiculous. And it's a mess, man.
Mm-mm. Yeah, couldn't do it.
Well, and then the lady has she has issues with Hispanics.
Oh,
And,
lovely.
yeah.
And you live in Texas?
Right.
Okay. Continue.
She has issue with, of course, a lot of people do, about the illegal border crossings.
Right.
However, in a profession like ours, that's never a fucking issue.
Right.
Like, it don't matter if you're fresh off the fucking boat or you just fucking came over, like, that's not ever should be an issue. And this is the culture here. And like, how are you gonna have an issue with these people when this is their, this is kind of their shit.
Right. Thanks, right.
Have a good night. I don't know. It gets on my nerves because it makes my staff which is half Hispanic, very uncomfortable. So, like, what the fuck is the proper way of dealing with that shit,
Oh, see, I'm not the one to ask because I would give you the total wrong advice.
Yeah, I want to tell her to get fucking bent.
That sounds like a nicer version of what I would go with.
But I can't say shit. Like, I'm writing this stuff down. I'm documenting it, but what more can I say? What more can I do?
Right.
Until it's time for, but I don't have the final say. Like, the boss got the final say.
Hey, Misty.
Hey, Misty. Yes, middle finger is the best answer. It's crazy. But we'll see. We'll see. Maybe something good will happen. I don't know. I always try to find the good in people.
Yeah, or maybe she'll just like stroke out one day mid-shift and...
Yeah, well, she used to work there a long time ago, and she started yelping, and I ran back there, and she's like, my chest, and I was like, get on the floor, you do your little thing, and called the ambulance, and I was like, maybe this is her time to retire.
Right.
And then COVID hit, and she retired, and she was brought out of retirement. I don't know why.
Now, was for the position that they wanted you to do in addition to yours?
Yes.
Are you wishing you took it now?
Yes. Yes. But then again, that still would have been even more work,
Yeah.
without the pay.
Yeah.
But,
see, he's got the right idea, but the wrong idea, because that's how I handled workplace conflict, and that's why I got fired a lot.
Leah, good to see you. See, I'm not a mean person.
Hey, Leah. Do I need to write you like a how to be an asshole guide?
What ends up happening is I'm super nice. I'm very accommodating, and I let shit slide for a long time. And when I've had a fuck enough, I blow the fuck up, and I get super mean. Maybe that's my bipolar, super highs and super lows and super whatever. I don't know. And then I'm an evil bitch, but I'm always within the law. I'm always within, the legal process because I know what I'm doing. I don't know. I am looking for other work. Like, I'm seriously thinking about going and working at McDonald's because they make more money than I do.
Are you serious?
I'm dead ass serious.
Ooh.
Yeah. And that pisses me off working in healthcare. I worked this whole fucking pandemic. You know, I worked my ass off. It shit drove me nuts. It was stressful. It was insane. And I still can't fucking make a decent wage.
Mm-mm.
But somebody flipping burgers who has way less stress can make more money than me. Or pushing baskets or whatever can make more money than me.
That is ridiculous. And do you have to deal with the public too?
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh yeah. So I'm an insurance specialist. I'm the doctor's assistant. I make appointments. I do everything. I get up in people's faces. Like I have to help the doc when he's doing extractions and like
Well, damn.
yeah. Half the time I can't even get a lunch. I'm over it.
I couldn't see why.
See, but I can't go back into retail, man. I don't want to do retail again.
Yeah, I can't.
Like it's they own you, you know, like these places own your ass, and then the customers are rude as fuck always. So no, that's not for me.
Well, I'll tell you, I'd do retail again in a heartbeat if it meant never having to work in a call center again. You ever done that?
No.
Oh yeah. I was a call center worker back when like MCI was still a phone company.
Mm-hmm.
And dude, I got gloriously fired from that one.
You know, I've only been fired 2 times in my whole life.
Mm.
And the first time I was rehired back the next day. They fired the guy that fired me and then rehired me back the next day.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Because he was a gross manager. This is when I was bartending and waiting tables over at like this movie place.
Mm.
And he was gross. Like he would say things like, "I only hired you because you got good tits." You know what I mean? Like that weird shit.
Yeah.
And so that I don't know if that really counts as being fired, but yeah.
Well, I mean, if you got rehired, then you would have had to have been fired. So,
Yeah, true. And then the second time, it was the job was just done. Like there was nothing more that could be done for that contract, so they let me go.
oh, wow. Yeah, I got fired from MCI because I had a guy call in and he had like a $5,000 phone bill because it was all calls to Guam and Guyana. And back then, that meant he was calling porn lines.
Yeah.
So he's like, "What are we going to do about this bill?" I'm like, "Well, we take Visa, MasterCard, Discover." Like, I'm telling him how he can pay for it. He's like, "That's not what I fucking mean, and you know it." I'm like, "Well, you made the calls, you racked up the bill, you need to pay for it." And he's just going on and on, calling me every name in the book. And then he's like, "Listen, you stupid fucking cunt, this, that, and the third." I'm like,
Uh-uh.
yeah. Like, don't get me wrong. He was not incorrect in his assessment, but you don't get to call me that. Only my friends can call me that.
Right, like you don't know me like that.
So I'm like, "Sir, on my screen, I have your name, address, social security number, credit information. Am I really the person you want to fuck with today? Thank you for calling MCI WorldCom. Have a good day." And you know how they tell you at the beginning of every call that you're being monitored?
Yeah.
I disconnected that call, stood up, took my headset off, saw my supervisor walking over. I'm like, I'm done. I know. They're like, oh, you're done. I'm like, yeah, I just said that. I'm done. Like,
Happy motherfucking trails, motherfuckers.
yeah, this is not worth my $6.25 an hour to be abused by these people.
Right? Fuck no. People just need to act decent to people, period. You know what I mean? Like, just
Hmm.
don't treat people like shit.
Yeah. The only good thing that came from that job is that's the one time I'm able to control my temper a little bit is if I'm calling in to bitch about something because I've done that job and I know how much it sucks. So I always start the call with, okay, I'm going to sound really angry and really irritated. Please don't take it personally. It's not directed at you, but this is what's going on. And
Yeah.
then I ramble. And if they at least try to help me, because I know there's some things like you just can't do. Like your system's down, you're just anything can happen. But as long as I feel that they're at least trying, I'll be like, you know what? Thank you for trying, whatever. But then
Mhm.
you get those assholes that make me just be me.
Yeah. They bring out the best in you.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Leah, exactly. What are we going to do? Well, you're going to give me, the card you want to use. Is it the one on file? You want to give me a new one? How are we going to play this? That's what we're going to do.
I don't know. I'm nervous about finding, like, first of all, I don't want to start over somewhere and earn that respect and all that shit, you know? And
Yeah.
then being the low man on the totem pole again.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like, I really need just to get out of this trade. And then starting a new trade with it just, I'm almost flirty. It's kind of scary.
Almost 40. Yeah, you poor thing.
Oh, well, I'm serious. I'm just like, I've been doing the same thing for like 10 years, you know?
Right.
I don't know. I don't know. It's a weird market. Like, there's younger people out there who are working for way cheaper, but they don't have my skills. You know, they can't do what I do.
Mhm.
But do they care? People care? I don't know.
Right. Yeah, Misty. I mean, it's a good way to go about it because, I mean, those people get screamed at all day for stuff that's not in their control. But it's like everything else. I mean, you run into the assholes. So I'll always start out trying to be pissed, but still nice.
Yeah, you just gotta let
But
them know, like, hey, yo, this serious. Like, I ain't fucking with you.
yeah, it's like, look, I'm pissed. I'm going to sound pissed, but it's not directed towards you yet. Like,
Don't match my energy. It's definitely not the
you
class.
know, no.
Mm-mm. Oh, speaking of, when I was at the hospital and I was trying to listen to my nephew's nurse tell him about his meds because, you know, he's still a man. And
Mhm.
my daughter calls me and she calls me on FaceTime and I'm pick up and I'm like, "What's up, pumpkin?" I'm with, you know, it's my nephew. And she's like, "Mama." And she shows me a pregnancy test. And I was like, "What the fuck? Why are you doing this to me? Why are you fucking doing this to me?"
Right.
And she's like, "Mama." And I'm like, "Dude, I'm not even 40 yet. What the fuck is that?" And she's like, "Well, I tried it, it's not working."
Oh,
Oh, it's like, girl. I was like, "Let me get off this phone. Let me get the fuck off this phone before I hurt you."
oh my God.
So, but dude, she's a little dramatic, okay? She's on birth control. I made sure of that before she moved out.
Mm.
Um, so it's highly unlikely that she's knocked up. But she's always, I don't know, it seems like she does these things for attention sometimes.
God, I'm not looking forward to that age.
Well, hopefully that won't be a thing that you have to deal with.
I don't think that's going to be something I'm going to have to worry about.
Yeah. She does have this, like, the attention-seeking behavior that she's always had it. God love her. No matter how much attention you give her, sometimes it's just not enough. And, she was supposed to come home, and she had me all riled up about that. And then it was like, it was okay again. Everything's fine. It's not that big of a deal.
Absolutely, Leah, do it. Just grab a map, grab a dart, throw it, start there.
Must be nice. Must be nice. I would love to do that.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe one day I will. But today is not that day.
Yeah. I don't know. I think you should wait until, your youngest hits like 18, 19. And then, by that time, mine will hopefully no longer be living with me.
Right.
And then we rent an RV and we just hoe across the country.
Let's do it.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Silent, Cheap.
Hey, guys. Why not? Fuck it. It's just, I can't do it now because, I got these kids and they have to be stable. And
Yeah.
I don't want to be a gypsy. Not yet. Not yet.
No. Wait, who's on your shit list?
Do
we
tell.
gonna do this again, Leah? Do you need a link? Do you need a talk?
Somebody start talking shit. Let's see. Let's liven this up.
Right? Who we gonna start with? You know what, Silent? Fuck you. How's that?
Happy fucking Easter.
Yeah. You got something to say too, Cheap? We can do this. I don't ever want to be that channel. But at the same time, I kind of so want to be that channel.
They get the views. They do. I just can't bring myself to do it.
No.
I don't want to hurt nobody. I don't want to upset anybody. I'm a delicate flower.
Yeah. And I'm like a thorny weed.
Correct. Yes. Silent. Fuck.
Rude.
Are you supposed to say that a certain way? Like fuck? No, that would be a fuck. Fuck?
I think maybe it was just written that way to get past Google.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, censorship. But hey, you can have gross ass fucking YouTubes, but you can't say fuck.
Yeah.
Weird.
Speaking of gross ass YouTubes, do you love the picture I sent you of Chantel's boobs today?
No, I don't. I'll be right back.
What? I hate when you do this. So, two girls, one cup. Yeah, Silent, I thought of that. And then the thought of everyone finding that instead of us made me giggle and made me want to keep the name even more. Because that's just like the trolliest thing ever. That's great. It's coming close, Misty. This is only like my third ever time being on like an actual panel that like I'm responsible for. Well, you know what, Silent? No one said you had to click on the damn videos. You didn't have to watch every single one of them to see if it was us. That's on you, homie. And I mean, the name doesn't have to be set in stone or anything. We can change it at any point, but we needed something to get it up and running. Ooh, the worst date I ever had? I would have to say, met this guy through Facebook dating. We went to dinner. He was tall, he was pretty. We hit it off so good. Like we were already planning the next date before like we were even done with the meal. When we were trying to figure out when and where we were going to go on our next date, he goes, "Hold on, I just have to check something real quick." Picks up his phone, dials it, and I hear him go, "Yeah, no, it's going really, really good." Uh-huh, hold on. And he hands me his phone. And I'm just looking at him. He's like, "No, go on, answer it." I pick up the phone. It's his mother. And she was like, "Oh, it's so nice to meet you, sweetie. I've heard a lot about you. I have this little trick. I can tell just by the tone of a woman's voice if she's a good girl and, if my baby should still date her." And apparently, I passed the test after my 3-minute world's most awkward conversation with this woman. And I hung up the phone, looked at him. I was like, I have to go home now. And I never spoke to him again. And he was beautiful. And it made me sad. But that is a whole level of crazy that I am not willing to deal with. Because you know what? Be a mama's boy. I love a man who loves his mom. But come the fuck on. Ridiculous.
So you didn't
Just
even get to bang him?
no, I was so turned off and weirded out. Like, how there's just some moments when you're dealing with a man where like the cooter just slams shut and it's just a no-go from that point on? That was that day. Awful. Mm-mm. God, I'm like having PTSD flashbacks. Fuck you for that, making me tell that story, Punky. That was so bad. Oh, the best date. Um, Nothing really jumps out as far as like super best. I would say anything that doesn't involve me just absolutely hating him at the end of it is a pretty good date. I don't know. Sure wish I wasn't up here by myself. Oh, I'm glad my pain is enjoyable for you, Misty. I do what I can. This is my public service I'm performing for you. Oh, damn kids. You know, it's really ballsy that they think they get to eat multiple times every day. So needy. Well, since Punky's not here, I mean, we could talk about her. Mm, Can't even think of anything bad to say about her, though. I think I'm going soft in my old age. Oh, I probably should have taken her up on that whole let me show you how to use StreamYards thing. Because, be able to throw a link out or something. But I can't do that because I'm super dumb when it comes to this stuff.
You want me to throw the link out?
Yeah, see if anyone will come have mercy on me. Anyone, any one of you. You will be my favorite person on the planet, please. I know, Misty. I'm just so bad at this stuff that I don't know. And then she leaves me and
You're doing just fine. Really, you are.
I am rambling like a crazy person. I'm sitting here staring at my TV, staring at myself and a cartoon ass, like talking to them.
That's the best cartoon ass this side of the YouTubes.
Jesus. Mm.
Well, it is Easter, and I know that people are busy. Like we knew that we weren't going to get a whole bunch of people in here, and that's okay.
Yeah, we just wanted to bang one out just to have something there. And we were bored.
Yes.
Mhm. Now, if we were smart, we would have checked the Discord before, and then we could have done gaming at silence. But I didn't even see that until we already decided we were gonna do this.
Oh my God. I should have. Yeah, he did say that too. I'm sorry. Silent. I'm such an asshole. He did say it. But next time we'll have more players because I don't think that you'd have a lot of players if you did it today.
Yeah.
So I did watch the link you sent me on the Johnny Depp case. Isaac.
Mhm.
I love Isaac.
He is a national treasure and must be protected at all costs.
For real. I love him. And I love his art. I want to look more into it.
Yes.
He's great.
He is like he had me rolling through that whole thing. Isaac is one of Johnny Depp's friends from like way back when they were teenagers. And he got called to testify at that trial they're doing right now. Oh my God, Silent, he was fucking hilarious. He reminds you of like an old school mobster, but like he never actually got to be in the mob. He just kind of hung in their circle. Like, he's glorious.
Yeah, he's so funny. And so innocent.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I'll tell you, I wish I could make a ringtone of that lawyer being like, have you ever heard him refer to Miss Heard as a cunt? And he's like to her face? I die every time.
To her face.
Yeah, just with like the accent, he looks so bewildered. Like he would never say it to her face.
Like a man would actually do that to a woman? Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, not my Johnny. My Johnny would never.
Oh,
But oh
God.
my God, that text that Johnny sent him about her decomposing in the back of a Honda Civic.
Oh,
I need to be friends with Johnny Depp.
I can only imagine what their text messages look like. I mean, we would be rolling probably for days.
Oh, without a doubt. Mhm. Yeah, that guy, he's just the best. He needs his own reality show. I need a scripted sitcom. He needs to write books.
Yeah.
I love him.
Well, like he was saying that Johnny just fucking took him in and was like, I got you. You live for free. You're with me.
Mhm. Yeah.
Like, what?
Yeah, have this penthouse paint. I'll get you a thing set up. Well, let's do this. And I'm glad that he had the free time to paint all those Hillary Clinton titties.
I agree.
Oh, poor puppy.
Or at least, like, we all know how Johnny feels about Hillary.
Right? Mm-mm. I bet the prices of that dude's art goes through the roof now.
I hope so.
Mm-hmm.
I do. I hope so.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see here. Okay. So I'm looking. Is it with banners? Trying to figure out. Like, there used to be a way that you could put up like a
Hey,
shield.
Windorf.
Hey, Windorf. You could put up a shield, and like when you bring somebody up on panel,
Uh-huh.
so you wouldn't get porn bomb. But it
Mm.
looks like you actually have to pay for that now.
Oh.
Well, shit.
Well, how much is StreamYard if you like pay for it?
Let me take a look. I don't know if I can get to it from here.
Because I mean,
think,
if we plan on doing this semi-regularly, I have no problem paying for StreamYard.
yeah, I don't know. I can pay for it too. Let's see. I want to say the last time when I was doing it before, it was like $20 a month. But
Oh,
you've
it's not bad.
you get a lot with that. Let's see what it says. Okay.
You missed my dating horror story, Windorf. Because Punky's an asshole and left me by myself again.
Biggest asshole.
Big old prolapse asshole.
With hair. Lots of hair.
Yeah. Like, you're such an asshole. Creeps needs to start sending your picture to people.
Ah. Okay. So, with the free StreamYard, you get like limited time and 6 people on the panel. With the paid StreamYards, you get
Hey, Trisha.
no StreamYard branding, unlimited streaming, 10 on-screen participants. You can do your own logo, you can do the overlays, the backgrounds, custom RTMP destinations, pre-recorded streams. So like if we wanted to record and upload it, 6 hours of recording, multi-stream, we can go to 3 destinations. I don't see us doing that.
Right.
So, that's something we can, well, I think we should play with this and see how we do and then go from there.
Yes, Trisha, that was the date.
Hey, Windorf. Hey, Trisha.
Yeah. I can't see us ever needing 10 slots because I can't imagine 10 people wanting to talk to us at one time.
Yeah, no. I've
8
never
because we're 2 of them, but
I've never had big panel. I can't handle a big panel.
no.
Like, and you'll see, like, nobody else can really either. They just kind of like fade into the back and let their guests talk.
And, well, see, I fortunately don't have that thing in my brain where I care about being polite. Like on other panels, I'll let people overtalk me. I'll let the rambling and ranting happen. But if you're at my channel, it's like, no, ho, you're going to stop for a minute.
Yeah. Yeah. I can't. Because when you have a busy panel like that, then your chat is typically going 90 to nothing. And so you're watching your chat because that's the only reason you should even be on YouTube is to chat with your people,
right,
and chat with others. And controlling the panel, and it gets a lot.
Right. And no, Trisha, I actually ended up telling him during dinner I needed to go home. Yeah. But that's because soft and cuddly Facey is a myth. She doesn't exist.
I had this good old country boy. He lived in the country. He, worked a redneck job, and he's a good looking dude. This is before I became a mama. I knew him for a long time, and he asked me out finally, and I'm like, okay, I'll go with you. Well, last I knew, this guy had like a decent sized truck or whatever, but he pulls up in this like Dodge Dart, and I'm like, oh my, okay, whatever. A car is a car, whatever.
Hmm.
And he takes me to this really nice like restaurant. It's not like it's nice as far as redneck style barbecue and steaks and shit like that. And it was southern nice, I guess. Whatever. It was a great place. Food was great. Had a great night. And so I was like, all right, cool. And so we were gonna go. He was gonna take me home, and that would be the end of the night. He pulls over on this dark road, and I'm like, yo, this ain't the way to my house, yo. Like, what shit say when? And he's like, well, don't you like mudding? I was like, well, of course I like mudding, but this is the middle of the night. We're in a Dodge.
And we're in a Dodge Dart.
Like, what you mean? And so this fool starts mudding in the middle of the night on a back road that I've never been on, and we get stuck.
Mm.
And I'm dressed nice because it was going on a date, and I'm like, motherfucker. It's like, when you drop me off, I'm never gonna talk to you again. Never. Because I had to help him fucking get the piece of shit out of the mud.
Oh, damn. And can we just address real quick how Trisha G is just blatantly lying in our chat?
Oh yeah, right, Trisha.
The audacity of this lady. Like,
Where
we
did you
haven't met
find
her
it?
before.
Oh, I did have a gentleman who took me out, and he shows up on his Harley.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, you look great on the Harley. I, for one, don't really want to be on the Harley. Again, I'm dressed up. My hair's done. Like, I don't want to fucking be on a Harley.
Right.
So, but I'm like, whatever, dude. We're supposed to go to the rodeo. And he's like, well, we've got some time before we go to the rodeo starts. Like, let's go grab a drink or something. And I'm like, okay, one drink. Because, again, we're on a Harley.
Mm-hmm.
We go, we have a drink. He's being really nice. Everything's good. And he's like, well, let's go find another place to go hang out. This fool takes me to a titty bar.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. And I'm like, okay. I can kind of deal with the titty bar because, my dad, he was like, it's kind of the environment I grew up in a way. But I am put off at this point. I'm like, this is weird to me. Like, never in my life. But okay, we go. And he's like, I'm going to have another drink. And I'm like, I really don't think you should be drinking. But he does it anyway.
Of course.
And this dancer comes over, and she is trying to get him to get a dance. And he is blatantly flirting with her. And he mentions to her who my father is.
Mm-hmm.
And this fucking dirty leg, nasty, no ass, pot belly stripper is going to talk shit to me about my father.
Oh.
And I'm like, but you ain't got no titties. Why are you here? Like, I told him, I was like, you're going to take me home. You're going to take me home, or I'm going to fucking call somebody. Like, this is the worst fucking date I've ever been on my life.
Damn.
Yeah.
Just don't stab him in the restaurant. Yeah. Dating sucks. Like, it sucks.
That is weird when you're out on a date and they speak about their exes a little too much. Like, I guess if you ask about like how'd your other or last relationship end or whatever, like I could see that. But when they're talking
Right.
about their ex all the time, you're like, yo, you should probably call her.
Yeah. Mm. Yeah. See, I never really ran into one that was like still super into the ex, but I did go out with one guy who every question he had was about my ex. And anything we do, like we went mini golfing, and you know, at some point he hit a hole in one. He's like, "Could your ex do that?" I'm like, "Dude,
What?
yeah." Everything, like what he was like in competition with my ex. I'm like, "Well, are you trying to be like him? Because obviously that's not something I'm interested in."
Yeah.
I just mm. What about you, Windorf? What's your worst date?
Tell us.
We need to know.
Spill the tea, yo.
Okay, we're not going to do that again. Like ever.
Never ever.
You're better than everyone's ex, Windorf.
This is true.
Mhm.
I'm excited. I hope he tells us. I want to know.
I feel like I need to know.
He's not going to tell us.
He's not.
This is bullshit, Windorf.
You know, you can only pull the mysterious Canadian card so many times before it starts to get old, all right? No. Well, maybe it's just a really good story and it's going to take him a minute to type it out.
Hopefully.
Although his next thing will probably be ha ha ha. There it is. Yep, motherfucker.
He's such a gentleman.
Yeah.
He won't kiss and tell.
Well, we don't want names and pictures.
I do. No, I'm just kidding. Being nosy. So my birthday's coming up in July,
Nice.
and I think we should do a big birthday stream.
Hell yeah.
I think we should. Because I don't think I did it last year.
Mm.
I spent time with someone on YouTube from YouTube last year, but I didn't do it. Like I didn't do it up.
Mm. Yeah, my birthday last year was so depressing. You know, middle of lockdown. It's my 40th. Like, I wanted to do something. But fortunately, I had my little YouTube group, and friggin' Pink Prozac and Dean Machine got on a
Okay.
video call with me, and the three of us got drunk together for my birthday.
Oh, that sounds perfect.
It was amazing. I loved every second of it.
That
And you
sounds
know
so.
what, Trisha, you're probably right because Windorf is like our own personal version of like a Disney prince, and no one will change my mind on that.
He's the perfect guy.
He is.
Oh, trying to think. I mean, I know I've got worse, like so many bad stories. I do.
Mm. That's exactly what a Disney prince would say, Windorf.
Yeah, I hear you, Trisha. Fuck that bro.
Yep. Shit.
I think he
I'm
means
wearing,
bro.
yeah. I got the front closure kind, so I'm like popping that shit open as I'm unlocking the door.
It's like slingshots off your back. Pow!
Yeah.
Fuck them bros.
Yeah, I get home and I release the Kraken.
I'm having a hard time finding things that fit now because I've lost so much weight. I don't know if I'm just in between sizes or like I don't know. Like I'm tired of trying. I'm getting bralettes. Fuck it.
Right?
Sports bras for me now on.
Hell yeah.
Squish them suckers down. They get me in trouble anyway.
Mm.
Fuck that. Well, I think it's a good stream for our first stream.
Yeah, not bad, except for that, 4-hour stretch where you left me by myself.
You did amazing. I'm telling you, you did great.
You are a damn liar.
I am telling you the truth. You did great. These people want to hear. You have a lot of great stories to tell, and people want to hear it.
Do they, though?
Yes. Like, we're not fighting with people. We're doing everyday conversations. You know what I mean?
Right.
And people like that.
I believe that wholeheartedly, Windorf.
What? Oh, okay. Yeah, probably. All right. Well, let's go ahead and shut it down. And anytime that there's nothing going on and Facey and I have time, we'll pop up and see what's good and try and be entertaining.
Yeah, I don't even care about that so much as long as I'm entertained.
Right? Right? All right, y'all. Well, y'all have a good night, and I hope that your week is amazing and wonderful and easy.
Yes, easy like Punky.
Well, not anymore. Bye, y'all.
Bye. Thanks for coming.